Hi guys, and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is Cameron, of course, and this is going to be the match review for Everton 1, Huddersfield Town 1 at Goodison Park on Saturday. It's been a couple of days since the game. I've had a little bit of time to reflect on the performance. I thought it was a pretty bad performance, to be honest. It was a bad game of football to watch overall, very gritty, very slow, very... there wasn't much pace in the game whatsoever. They started time waste from minute one. Well, they did time waste from minute one. Every throw-in, every corner, every set piece they had, they took ages to take it, and the referee was allowing them to do that because they wanted to control the game, frustrate Everton because they knew they didn't have any real quality or class to break us down. So they come with a game plan and they executed it, and fair play to them. It was our job to break that down and to get through that sort of sluggish, horrible football and score the goals and take them on and obviously get the victory, but we didn't end up doing so. Obviously we conceded first time we've conceded this season, first time we've gone behind this season, sorry, should I say. Back to all square literally 2 minutes later, not even that, a minute later Calvert-Lewin scores and it's back to all square, and it shows that we can break them down and we can score, and we could score, but I think we just had a little bit of an issue all game with trying to break down that tactic of just sort of back row, time wasting, taking ages to take free kicks, and I think we struggled with that. I've actually been on Toffee TV and I've been reviewing the game over there with the final word with Baz and Ped, and Joe does designs as well, so you can go and check that out on their channel if you like. I also done an instant match reaction on Toffee TV as well after the game, and I'm a little bit calmer now because I was very disappointed, to be honest. I think going into that game, you need to win them games. You need to beat Huddersfield at home, and if you win that, you go into the international break positive, you go in refreshed, and you come out and you're playing another really poor team in West Ham United, who've lost 4 games on the road now, and you're all of a sudden, your confidence is high, you take on West Ham, you beat West Ham, and you fly in there, and you start to look at the season as it's been a good start to the season. Obviously 4 games in, Marco Silva have had 2 wins and 2 draws, 2 draws coming in away games, to which we've been reduced to 10 men, and the 2 wins obviously being at home. So I think it's a very different story if we win that game. I think the mindset with Evertonians is very different, but because we've only managed to draw it against such a poor team at home, people are now starting to question it. Now I don't think it should be questioned. With 4 games in, Marco Silva had to turn a lot around. He had to turn a sinking ship around effectively. It's the same players without Digne and Zuma, who we know are the best 2 players on the pitch. Without them, and obviously Richarlison in the first few games, it's the same sort of team. We're looking at the same players that had that such a negative defensive mentality under Ronald Koeman and Sam Allardyce last season. So it's not going to take 2-3 games to change it around, and we're going to be putting in boss performances and beating everyone left, right and centre. It is going to take a little bit of time. I thought the man of the match was Lucas Digne. Again, I'm not quite sure who got man of the match, but I've put him up there again as the key player because I just think he was brilliant again. The cross for the goal, just like in midweek, I just think he was class. I'm not going to put him up there every week for the key player, even though he's probably going to play like that every week. But like I say, yeah, I think he was class again, and he was deserving to that key player. In terms of the key moments, I've put zonal marking there. Now, I don't just want to look at zonal marking as a whole, I want to look at Everton and zonal marking, because I think it's definitely a system that can work, because it works with the top teams and we've seen it work, but I think the players need to be taught properly how to play in that position and how to play zonal marking and how to have your zone and when to go out of the zone and when to pass people on, in terms of, if a player's unmarked, you leave your zone to mark the player, you stay in your zone, and whoever's closest to the player marks them. I think they need to be taught a little bit more about that, and I'm happy for the club, I'm happy for the team to make mistakes in the zonal marking, as long as they're obviously rectified and they don't happen again. Again, another goal conceded from a ball in. You think, is this all that's going to happen this season? Are we just going to get bombarded with corners, long throw-ins, and teams are going to score? And that's what teams are going to want to come and do. They're going to want to come to Goodison Park and they're going to want to put the ball in the box, and because they know that we can be vulnerable from there. But as long as we get that sort of narrowed down quickly enough, and we get that sort of pinched down and sort that issue out, I think we'll be alright. I think once Yerry Mina gets into the squad and you've got Zuma and Mina playing centre off, I think it'll sort of work itself, and we'll be able to obviously sort out the zonal marking and just route 1B, get the ball out the box, rather than sort of dilly-dallying about with it, obviously. I think Zuma had a brilliant game again. I think he was great, just like he was against Rotherham. Very solid, very one-dimensional. Gets the ball and it's out, and that's what you want in your centre-half, to be honest. Going into West Ham, obviously, Marco Silva originally said that we're going to be looking at the likes of Bernard should be back fit. Gay, hopefully, Mina and Gomez will know a little bit more where they are as well in terms of fitness. So hopefully we'll go into West Ham with at least 2 of the 3 players that haven't really played. I know Mina's played a little bit. I mean, I know Bernard's played a little bit for us, but he hasn't really played a full sort of segment. At least we'll have 3 of at least 2 of the 3 new sort of players that haven't featured available, and they obviously it'll be a breath of fresh air for them as well. But overall, I think it was a poor, disappointing game, to be honest. It was definitely a game that we could have won, definitely a game that we should have won, and you look at it and you think that's probably the most disappointing out of all the games. I know you can be disappointed with the fact that we dropped points against Bournemouth and Wolves, and you know, we were in front and then we ended up losing the lead, and you sort of think that's 2 points dropped, but this is definitely 2 points dropped. If there's any argument about them 2 games, this is definitely 2 points dropped, and these are the games that you need to win. But I'm not worried as of yet. Like I said, it's going to take a while for Marco Silva to change this around, and obviously Marcel Brands will be watching every game, and he'll be keeping in mind of what players are good enough and what players aren't good enough, what players can play in which positions, and what players, you know, can't play in certain positions. Obviously we now go into the international break a little bit wet, a little bit, you know, down, I don't know, a little bit saddening really, because we haven't managed to get the victory, but you know, players will have a good break now and they'll be able to get the fitness up. A few of the lads will go out with their international teams, Richarlison included. Hopefully they'll impress there but not get injured, and come back and we can crack on them. But I think it's been a good start to the season. It was just a disappointing game, because really when you think about it, we should be able to break down a team that's just got such a basic style of football and get that victory. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, do drop it a like. Like I said, I will be over on Toffee TV in the next coming days with videos regarding the game, regarding Cenk Tosun, regarding the start of the season as well. So go and check them out as well. Give it the video a like I said. Subscribe if you're new and you like the content and you love the Mighty Blues and you're looking forward to more content. I will be putting out content over the international break, obviously. I'm not just going to leave it dry and not sort of talk about Everton during the break. I will be putting out content, thinking of different video ideas to discuss as well while the break's on, so we can sort of cover everything, cover the little videos, and then get back into it with the preview for the West Ham game in a couple of weeks' time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been Cameron, and I will see you guys soon.